Okay, man, I'm glad you requested this. This is a lot of fun to show you how to play this song. So, great, here we go. Percussive hits at the beginning. As the rhythm guitar player on the track, I gave you half of like what the other guitar player would play, Bvar. And then what I did is just the percussive jabs behind it. How that goes like that. And you're going down, up, down, up. Right. And then Bvar's little thing at the beginning was so pull-offs. Then he just kind of did a little diggy, 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 diggy at the end of that one. And then the next part was the kind of speed picky thing. It's just, and I did that like that. I just would like a slide, and that's just 8 to 8, 7 to 7. And you're just pulling 8 8 5 8 5 7 5 7 5. So that's how that goes. Then it's just, and then you'll notice we did that little. That's just to give it a little more like ambience. And then the chorus. Put that little seventh in there. And I took it off in the back in the second chord to make it more of a major thing. And then back to the seventh. And I held it and then bump back to the tappies. Right? Now, that's a squeal. I did the squeal on the A to give it the higher squeal. I'm pretty sure Bvar did a lower squeal on the E string. He was always better at pinch harmonics than me. So I grabbed this one. That's the one I was always good at, and he got the... Still not good at it. There we go. And then the only other parts that you have is the breakdown. So the breakdown goes like this. So it's sort of like Jumping the Fire. If you think Jumping the Fire, it's that little 4 at the end that makes it difficult. Then we get back to the, then there's the tag. Then my part was just to go 5 6. And I really would hammer those live. Like, I would really chonk it. Really dig in. That's what gave it that girth, you know? And then Bvar would just do some whack-offs at the in that, where he was like... Just some E minor whack-offs sort of thing. Well, I guess in this case it would be C minor. Something like that. You'd have to ask him, but I'm pretty sure that's what he does. At the end of that. And then it's just the in my father's eyes. So you notice I pointed at it. I add that G string in there on the 10 to give it that ring out. And then again, it's back to the regular major chord here, but we add that little tag. See that? And then it's back to the whole chord there, but I leave it open here. And I still keep those 10s. And there's a reason for that, is because when we start bumping into everybody's playing again, Bvar's playing some notes behind that. It's like I don't know what he does right there, but you'll have to sound that out. But what I did was just complimenting that. Okay. And then in the last riff of the song goes. So we're going, it's a 7, 8, and 5 thing. And the next pattern is. That's 8, 12, and 10. And I slide that last one up, and then it goes. We're back down to the 8, 7, 5 range again, but it's all just different strings. Then we did these chords like the chorus, but that next one is something we commonly used. It was a 7, 8, 10. Just had that cool sound effect on it. And then the last solo is actually written by OJ, if you didn't know, but from Byzantine. And so fun fact, he did this on a regular guitar upside down because he's left-handed, right? But simple sort of like like E minor bluesy riffs, and you really shake the shit out of that one. So that's a climb. And shake the shit out of that last note. So here's the whole phrase. And you want to scrape those strings into it. And then the last the tag on that is. So. And then the next one is. So it's really simple. And then it's just here. And it's really just kind of going down that scale. And then the big slash ending. Cool. Hope that helps you, man. Jam on.